Hi again, this is Jennifer Holtz, author, and I was here to cheer you on, teens, during finals week. My daughter's in the throes of it right now, and I know you are too, or you are going to be soon in the next week, or maybe month, I don't know. Anyway, if this is your week, maybe these are some things that'll help you survive. So I did a little research for you and I found some good stuff, I found some bad stuff, and I found some really weird stuff. So let's start with the good stuff. So from Arizona State Herald, they recommend that you drink lots of caffeinated beverages. And they say their coffee shop actually can tell that it's finals week just by their sales going up. They sell a heck of a lot more coffee, energy drinks, and Mountain Dew, of all things, of course, during finals week. I thought this is bad advice. They said to avoid sleep. I guess that explains why the coffee sales are going up during their finals at Arkansas State. One thing that they did note in their article was to break up your study time between working hard and then do something that you really like in between. So one student, he will switch off study chunks with Facebook time. He'll do a little Facebooking and then he'll jump back into the studying and then take a 5-10 minute break to connect with people on Facebook. So you can do that or check out your Tumblr account or whatever keeps you going during finals. The other thing they said, which people don't want to hear, but it's true for writers as well, you should study in isolation. One student was saying that he loves to be at a table full of people, but he gets so distracted with all the people walking past and all the people across the table from him that he doesn't get much done. So he ends up putting himself into studying purgatory, and he sits in front of a window where he can see nature, but he is not so distracted as he is with people. The same thing's true with me with writing. That is when my best stuff happens, is when I'm unplugged from the radio. I don't have anything going on in the background. I don't have people home. I don't have my phone on, and I'm able to just dive into the characters and immerse myself in the world of fiction. So I'm sorry about that, but that's why you need breaks in between, I guess, to do some social media. I thought this was the most hilarious tip I came across was out of Pinterest. One student read on Pinterest to eat candy while you're studying. So your favorite candy, Skittles, M&Ms, whatever, and bring the same candy to your final and eat that candy while you're taking your test, and then your performance will go up. So if you do that, and if it works for you, or if it doesn't, please comment back on this on YouTube and let me know how that worked out for you. The worst tip I came across was from Teen Vogue, not to diss them, but it was a really stupid tip. It said that you should probably start studying for exams a month before the exams. And I would say, as a parent that I have no authority over your life, but if you've been studying for a month for your finals, you could probably just go ahead and quit. Go outside, do something fun. You're probably prepared. So I thought that defied logic. Sorry to read off my paper today. Also, WikiHow, I Googled best tips, and WikiHow came up. They had a great article about 25 top tips, and you can find that link on my website, www.forrubbings.com. They recommended that you make a timetable. So if you're studying something heady like history or literature, that you should keep track of that course, what you went over during the semester, and make sure you're not missing anything on your studying, and check it off as you go. They said to rewrite your old notes, which sounds absolutely boring to me, but it makes perfect sense because you're kind of reliving it sort of in real time. You're slowly writing down what those concepts were that your teacher went over, maybe some definitions of words. Makes sense. So it seems a little dry. I don't think typing them in would count. Also, they really recommend that you balance things. A lot of people will do all-nighters and they'll study all night, but they don't recommend that. They say it's actually better to study for a short period of time, get a good night's sleep, and then come back to studying with fresh eyes. So sounds great to me. Give it a try. Let me know again in the comments if it worked for you. And finally, they said to find a good place to study, someplace clean, quiet, and has really good lighting. And again, if you're listening to the Arkansas State advice, they said few distractions. The place where you study may not be your home. It may be too noisy. There may be too many people running through, too much craziness. So maybe seek your public library, or your school may have their commons open or their cafeteria open for study hours, where you have even some teachers there to help you out if you have questions about what you're learning or what you didn't learn during the quarter. And that might be a good place. So seek some solitude for your studying someplace else. So think outside the box. And then the last thing is that keep your chin up. I know you guys and your finals is a lot different than what I faced as a student in college and even in high school. You guys have the advent of the new torture device called the final project. So you have final exams, sometimes final projects, and sometimes group projects all in the same week or two. And it's really hard. I appreciate what you're trying to do out there. Keep your chin up, and you're almost through. And remember, like the stack of books behind me, which is why I vlogged in my daughter's room. She's got a stack of books waiting for her to read. She has a life outside of school that she is dying to get back to. So don't forget, you will survive, and there's some fun things around the corner for you. Take care.